Okay, we're back on the bench. My favorite place to be. So we're continuing on with I'm losing my mind. So many on the in the queue. This is the Lost Castle PCB. So this is Lost Castle. I should have been filming earlier, and I have the camera kind of spun around using my mobile. So we just got done. We just got done resocketing. So this game is dead. Like will not boot, and so there's no schematics for this, and just kind of troubleshooting without a schematic. Um, Decided, if it's not booting, it's not running. You start with clock, RAM, program EPROMs. So the two boot program EPROMs actually test out okay. The Z80 is working good. I actually think the game is running, but I went through and all the RAMs were socketed in. So I had to desocket 8 RAMs, and then I had a suspect 138. So that's where we are. I should have been filming like desoldering and soldering, but this board was not easy. I'll just keep my language clean. So it's a multi-layer board. It just takes more heat. Some of the cleaning out the through holes were kind of nasty. So they're all in. And so I just wanted to get you on the bench with me. So just got all of the sockets in. Let's see. I'm just kind of learning here. Oh, I can't zoom in on this side. I can't zoom in, so we got to flip. Go like this. And let's get on this board. We'll move the retro chip tester for now. So just got all of these. Wait, just got all of the. Oh, tripod here. That's okay. The tripod wants to tip. All right, so this does not have a schematic, but I mapped out a bunch of the CPU area. Spin it around. Yeah, this is kind of, I'm learning how to make decent YouTube videos. My tripod's actually sitting on top of my homemade map. So, resocketed this. This one was a little bit of an oddball. What is he? He is a TMM 2063 RAM. So let's go ahead and check for continuity some of the... Let's check our data lines and address lines. Can you see that? Are we in? Okay, and I had to move the tripod off of my... Okay, so let's just start easy. I don't know. We'll just start at the beginning, right? Address bit 0. I'm calling it address bit 0 because that's how the part blueprints, the data sheet prints for the parts are. Some of the manufacturing drawings will start address line 1 or address line 0. I make mine address. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, address bit 0. Okay, to 10. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then carries on to the RAM, address bit 0, oh, also 10. Okay, cool. So 30, 31, and we go down. We go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? Probably off 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see. So that would be address bit. That guy would be, let's see, 40. Let's see, 40, 39, 38 is address line 8. And so we're going, should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 25, 15. Let's see. Okay, 25. Good. I'm losing my mind today, guys. Sorry. 8, 9. Which would be... it gets kind of goofy. 24. Okay. And then 40. Address bit 10. 21. Okay. Okay, so address bits. Okay, then we have to do. Okay, continuing on, it gets a little weird here. Address bit 11, CPU pin 1. This is probably really boring to watch, but the point is, after you do any kind of rework, you should just check for continuity. 23. Okay. 23, 2023, 22, 21. And then address bit. Yeah, it gets a little funky over here. Address bit 12. Address bit 12. Goes to 2 here. Okay. 12. 13. Let's see. And then, so that's it for at least carrying through continuity to here or the ROM. It only uses 13 address lines. Okay, so let's do our data. Okay, data bit 0 starts at 14. At 14, data line 0, and we're gonna go data line 11. 11, okay. 11, 12, 12, good. Data line 2, data line 2, 12, 13, and 12 here. Okay, 12, that's good. I like it. 12, and then 8. 8. And I think it moves to here. Okay. 8. And then 7. Pin 7 is data line 4. 16, 15, 16. Okay. Move to 16. And then 17. 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9, and then 10. Pin 10, data line 6, 18. Okay. Good. Always like that. Line 6, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13 for data line 7. And over here, 19. Okay. So I know this section, I know there's only one chip is good. So let's see. Okay, so the other ones, since it's like these other sections aren't really mapped out, we're just going to go ahead and repopulate. But I have my chips here, and I have my retro chip tester here. So we're going to go through, we're going to do some, we're going to use this guy. I'm going to show you guys the value of the retro chip tester. And I did find, so the whole deal, get this guy plugged in. So the whole deal was, I'm hoping that there was a bad RAM in the graphics section, which would make sense because the CPU section was running good. Most of the board had pretty decent activity. There's like some nasty sawtooth signals and a couple of the data lines, but maybe it's all because of a bad RAM. So as you can see, I'm just trying to plug in my power here. All right. And I realize that thing bends really easy, so I'm going to be kind of careful. I can't see it. Okay. And I think I bent it up a little. Oh, geez, there we go. Okay, now get this to where we can see. I know it's all crooked or whatever, but we're trying to be professional. We're learning, right? And just learning. So the thing is, we're going to go through I had one bad 2015. It's a 2048 by 8K memory RAM. One of the 2015 90s were bad. So those, oh, you can't see them, they're off camera. Okay, so in the retro chip tester, let's go into search. Okay. And then we're going to put in our information. So it is a TMM. Probably could do this all off camera, but whatever. If this board boots, like I'm hoping it will, we're going to close out this order. We're going to close. Oh, wait, look, we got drift on the tripod. What an awful video. I'm sorry, guys. Wait, and now the whole tripod's like tipping. Oh, my God. Can't win today. I had such a hard time desoldering on this board. The through holes didn't want to clean. No, I just passed the okay, we gotta pay attention. T. You can't go back. So if you miss it, you have to like scroll all the way through. P S. All right. We got TMM. Oh, and I just passed it again and again. TMM. All right, there we go. It's already set up. 2015. Hit OK. 2K by 8. Yep, that's what we want. So let's start testing them. So these are the 2015 by 10 nanosecond access time. So I just want to test these again before I put them back in. I took the time to desolder them. I'm going to verify that one was okay. I've tested each of these twice, but hey, you can't be too sure. Like latent failures, you know, maybe it reads one time good, the next time it doesn't. So best to test them. If you got a nice machine like this, why not, right? And, okay. Yeah, kind of an awful video, but hopefully it'll be the last video for this Lost Castle in the Darkmist by Taito game. And then I'm hoping it fires up with no problems. I'll be just happy if it boots and we get something on screen. I'll be happy with that, and we can troubleshoot graphic issues down pretty easy, I think. I actually think the game was running. I mean, there was no audio, so I don't know if it was running or not. There were two EEPROMs on the board that are like completely dead, but they may not initialize unless the graphics section is working okay. So, yeah, good. Oh, these look pretty good so far. Nothing's changed since yesterday. Always happy. Yeah, I wish I could jam out. I had some jams going earlier, but YouTube will block it. Yeah, we're gonna do more with the retro chip tester. I got a whole stack of chips for another project that we need to check, and kind of wanted to go through some more tutorial stuff with this. All right, so that's good. Okay, so one of these 90s is bad. Let's see. One of these 90s is bad. Oh, wait, I think that's the one. It won't even test. It won't even start. Ooh, I think that's the bad one. Okay, we'll put him over here in the naughty box. Or naughty boy. All right, so let's get this other 90 in and going. Okay. Yeah, the craftsmanship, soldering, desoldering, all the tools and skill for that. It's just one part of the repair. You know, it's taken me a long time to kind of create my own method of troubleshooting. So this is the 90. I'm going to do that one again just to make sure he's okay. So I do not have a 2015 90 nanosecond access time RAM chip, but I think I have an equivalent. Okay, so this guy's good. We're going to put him here. Okay. So let's go. I do have one more RAM chip, a 2063. So let's go. Nope, it took me all the way to the top menu. Whatever. Oops. Okay. Search. Now we got to do the whole search thing again. That's okay. Wait. Okay, this is the same deal. TMM. And I'm still kind of getting used to this too. I've used this really just a handful of times. Okay, this is a TMM 2063. So how it works, you go to the position, and that's the next one in line. 2063. Okay. And with things to note here, if you're not sure, because there's no orientation for like the arrow, like where pin 1 is. Like the cheap Chinese tester, you orientate your chip, well, I guess to the top. Maybe it's my programmer, I'm thinking, where the chips are oriented to the bottom. So there's a little confusion there. But if you read it, voltage, pin 14, VCC 28. That's why it's important when you're working on your chips to pull up the data sheets and get familiar with your parts. Or you need to know what your parts are doing. Like, you need to know their function, how their access times, their inputs, their outputs. And then, these parts are so hard to find, it's easier to find compatible parts if you're familiar. And it lets you, when you troubleshoot it with the scope or your probes or your logic analyzer, you know exactly the timing and your gates, what you're looking for. That's what's nice about the retro chip tester. A lot of testers won't test RAM, right? So, like in this test, we'll run it again. So it's writing to certain areas, to certain addresses and testing. It's writing values, then reading them back to make sure that the value coming out is the same value going in. Something that a logic, like a logic tester will not do. The way more advanced, it's a totally different kind of test. So yeah, you can see it's testing counts now. Like the counts, I think they're random counts. Or no, maybe this is the random one. So it does test patterns, and then random. Okay, so this guy is good. So, oh man, now we got to go back. Test again. No, how do I go back without? How do I go back without jacket going all the way back? This might work. Well, so we need to go back. I need to go back to the 2015. Will it let me? Nope. Nope. Wait, no. Go back to the top. Okay. Search. Now we got to go back to 2015 because we're going to test my compatible chips using the same test as the 2015s. Okay, so let's do this again. My God, this is going to be a long, awful video. I apologize, but I'm hoping it's the last one. I'm hoping at the end of this, we get boot action. We will see. Wait, I passed it. TMM 2015. Okay, so let's grab another 2015. Just one of the ones we already tested. This is how I plan on testing for capability, or cross capability. Okay, so let that guy run to make sure we're back on the right test. And over here, so we're going to turn the camera around here in a second, and we are going to go like this. Okay, so like I'm talking about, knowing your part. So I have a cross-reference list. I'll bore you the details. So we have the required, or the chip that we're using now is actually here, the 2015. So just kind of checking for compatibility. So we're just going to look at the pinouts. So there you can see the pinouts. Now I'm coming over here to a 6116. And I actually have some 90 nanosecond access time 6116s. So we're going to put one of those in the retro chip tester under the one test and see if it will pass the test. And then we'll go and we'll actually look for 61. Well, actually, looking at the name of the test right now, it's 6116. So I'm sure it'll pass. Okay, so that's that guy. Put him back in line so we don't mess him up. Get him oriented in the right way. Yeah. Now the chips, when you look for your replacement chips, you always want to make sure that you're using the correct access time chip. The 6116s, you have 10s, 15, 45s. I think there's a 75 and a 90. So that guy's good. Should be. He's new or new old stock. And we'll check the other one. Even though I have really just need one of these. One of those other 2015s were actually good. But I think I want to put these in as a pair, I think. And I'll just put the other 2015 in the stock. I like to keep things kind of matched up, just in case. Okay, good deal. So, all of our chips are good. We're ready to populate. Actually, we have one more chip. I'm sorry. You guys are probably getting bored. 20 minutes already. Oy. Okay, let's go. Now we have a 138. In circuit, he was probing kind of bad and weird, and he's a selector. Selects, has a different select input sections and it has an output sections, and he was not looking good at all. So the retro chip tester has a logic. It has a logic menu. Okay, so we're gonna go 138. I love the case, by the way. If you get a retro chip tester, definitely get a case. And Matt, he's working on a slim version of the case. I'm talking, going right by. And the slim version of the case is pretty sweet, but I'm perfectly happy with this one. Yeah, I blew by it talking. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. 138. Jeez, I blew by it like a mile. It's a decoder. Here we go. Yeah, and he had all the, just by looking at a chip, you can't tell it's bad. But a lot of these style chips, they have like this glossy case on them. And I don't know if you can see it. And these guys, it's not about the color, the manufacturing. They tend to fill out. I know you can't like judge a book by its cover, but there's certain characteristics that you kind of go by as suspect, or at least draw your attention. All right, so let's come now. I'm excited. Spent so much time desoldering and soldering in new sockets. Time to repopulate. So let's repopulate everything in here. And one thing, I am like an awful technician sometimes. These two ROM chips, I didn't take a picture. I cannot be sure which way these guys went. So if we get like a bad boot, I might try swapping those, because the problem is there's a sound card that sits over top, so none of the pictures online show where these go. And on this Taito board, there is no designation of chip sockets on here, so kind of weird. I think it's actually one of the first boards I've seen where chips do not have, like the ROMs, the RAMs, and each IC does not have its own designation. It's kind of weird. Some of them do. The capacitors do. It's just really weird. We're not going to... Okay, so that guy's in. So this is where the 90 nanosecond chips go. And I just noticed a really major fuck up. I'm going to use that word. I soldered those sockets in backwards. There's the groove on the silk screen. Oh my God. I can't believe it. That's the first time I've ever done that, guys. Caught a mistake on camera. I soldered those in the wrong way. And for right now, my OCD will not allow this to go out the door like that. But for night's testing, I'm excited. I'm actually really excited. We're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it the way it is. Gosh darn it, I can't believe I did that. But I was frustrated. I haven't pulled a pad forever, and I pulled 3 pads on the back of this board, desoldering it. And the solder was clean. I don't understand, like, really why it desoldered so hard. But it is a multi-layer board, and I think it had to do really with the heat. I think it just requires more heat than what I'm used to. So I think that was kind of the deal. Okay, so that's that guy. Okay, so let's get the other ones populated. And we're not going to mess around too much longer. I better check the rest of my socket orientations, because I just pulled a pretty good dumbass attack. I was distracted. You got to pay attention when you're on the bench. Details, man, get you in trouble. All right. There we go. Make sure all the legs went. Okay. Yeah, just kind of a free-flowing video. I will start making more videos of soldering and desoldering, get going through like the whole process. But this board was just really a filler board. I'm waiting for parts for my other projects, and I pulled him off the shelf again because I really want to play this game. To be honest, fantasy is like one of my favorite genres. And Castle, Lost Castle and the Darkmist. I mean, it's kind of a cool game. I've seen it online, what it should look like, but I think the genre is cool. I like fantasy. I like anything with castles and dragons and knights and wizards. I like sci-fi and fantasy the best. My favorite genres. Okay, guys, these are all in and seated. I think we're populated back. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to rearrange the camera here so we can kind of see the monitors and the board. So if it goes up in flames, I want you guys to see it. All right. So we're still filming. Let's get the CRTs. Let's get the CRTs all warmed up. All right, man. Here we go. I'm nervous. I always get nervous after I desolder. I'm like, did I get a bad solder? Did I break something? But I think that's where, experience and confidence kind of go hand in hand. I got some pretty good experience, but I just want to make sure my work is not the problem. I don't want to have to go back and fix something I did. All right, make sure the JAMA harness is on there the right way. Seated all the way, at least for this game. How are we looking on camera there? Pretty good. CRT's fired up. You ready? Let's go. And nothing. Ay. Damn it, man. That sucks. That really, really sucks. This is the same kind of picture. Like, you see that top monitor kind of turn blue? You see that top monitor turn blue? That was what it was doing before. Cycle the power a little bit. Yeah, actually, hang on. We got one more thing. We got our Hail Mary. We're in overtime. We're down at the 1 yard line. Like a second to play. We're behind in the game, actually. Like, let's see if I actually had these in the wrong place or not. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I had that one that was peeled. I think they're probably in the right way before. You ready? Here's our Hail Mary. And we lost the game. Okay, guys, I'm just going to cut here. I might actually start another video of... I'm going to fire up the scope. And see what's going on. I think this, hang on. Yeah, I'm just going to cut this video. Well, no go. Damn it. Hey, but like, I'm just going to throw in my little end of, I don't even know if you can see me, but what was the old saying, the old Chinese proverb? To be successful, you must be acquainted with failure. So, here we go. I don't take it as quite a failure yet, but I'm always learning, right? So we got a failure at this point. We'll see. Elder Rock, Arcade Laboratories. If you made it this far, thank you.